Hi everyone, my name is Charles and I'm with Ledgerback and I'm working on the Distroid project. I'm currently lead on it. And I just wanted to show with this video the prototype knowledge graph we've developed for the catalog based on the graph data model version 0.2, which is still, of course, being early worked on. And I recently uploaded to Neo4j so I could query and visualize the knowledge graph. And so in this video, I just wanted to show some of the interesting relationships in the graph and hopefully show how the catalog itself could actually be helpful to anyone who's searching for digital media and seeing how people are working together to develop digital media. So I only queried for about like 5 media sources here. 5, and that's still like a pretty good amount. So that's kind of like the overall view of the query. And as you can see, we have a couple connections here. A couple nodes which connect some clusters. So you have one cluster here, one here, one here, one here, and one here. Excuse me. So you have 5 clusters, and then you have a couple nodes which help connect the clusters. So let's just start here with this one since it's a little bit smaller. So this media source here is new public. Oh, what's that? Just jumps out of nowhere. So new public. There's specifically their Substack newsletter. New public is like an R&D lab trying to reimagine social media. It's a really cool project. I think you guys should check it out. And so one of the nice parts about using AuraDB from Neo4j is that you get browser to create and visualize the graph. And so also you get to see all the properties that have been set. So if you're looking for like the URL, you can find it right here. The media source URL. So you can just copy it or click on it and it'll take you to the website. So most of the media sources and works have a URL. Some of them don't, unfortunately. But you should find most of them do. And so from new public, we can see a lot of the associations with this media source. So you can see this work right here. So you go up to see the name, introducing our digital spaces directory. So there's a work they published in their Substack. And then here you can also see the people who are involved. So you see this like works published in relationship. This means someone, their contribution is primarily authorship, and they pretty much put authorship in here in the media source. Unfortunately, it's not showing everyone who contributed, but here's an example here. So beyond regulation, building your public digital infrastructure. And this one, so the Open Future organization contributed to publishing this work here, and this work here got no, stop. This thing loves doing that. So this one here, as you can see, was published in New Public. And you can also see Amy Zhang, is also here. And a couple other people as well. But that's kind of like the New Public, like media universe. You can think about it that way. You can see a lot of like interesting people who have been involved in this media source, like Glenn Weil, Gleb Fraser, who I'm pretty sure runs New Public. And then you can also see the works here. So yeah, this is some really cool stuff. And so, as you can see here, there's Annie. And so, if you're looking for pretty much like the data dictionary, you can just go here to JSONLD_context. This will take you to the publication where it describes the data model. You can also find me on Twitter. Additionally, you can also send an email. So if you do need to contact me, you can find me. Yeah, unfortunately this one does not have a work URL, but yeah, good amount of them do. So just gotta search. Okay, so past that cluster, we'll move on to the next cluster. So here we have regions unite. So if you're a region, I think you might have heard of this publication. So this one's primarily on YouTube. And so yeah, here you can find the media source URL. So if you wanna go just watch your YouTube videos, you can just go there. And so yeah, so this one has some of the work URLs. So if you just want to watch this work in particular, you would just click here. And so as you can see, there's lots of people involved who have currently published something in Regions Unite. You can see there are a good amount of works that have been published in Regions Unite. And at least one of the interesting things here is that, with the owners and controls relationship, it's primarily regarding a person or an organization which actually runs this media source. But I'm not, well, I wasn't sure who actually runs it, so that's why I just put TBA. So that's why it's just unclassified. You can see for a lot of the media sources, I don't necessarily know who actually owns or controls them. And so, at least one of the interesting things there about Regions Unite is that you can see there's Daniel Spina, who has the works published in relationship to Regions Unite. So you got something published in there, and then you can also see that Daniel Spina here also got something published in the Smart Contract Research Forum. And so yeah, this is just in the their YouTube channel. So it's a nice little interesting connection. So yeah, if you're looking for who bridges Regions Unite and the Smart Contract Research Forum, you would find Daniel Spina. I think there are also a couple other bridges, but here's the Smart Contract Research Forum. Many things published there, and many different people. Some of them I'm guessing are pretty popular, or at least you probably have heard of them. So, for example, like Shadi Altamati, pretty popular. Nathan Schneider, as well. Daniel Friedman. And of course, one of my favorite researchers, Kelsey Nabin. So you can also see all the works that she's published. Actually contributed to. And also, her relations to the Smart Contract Research Forum. So she has some stuff published in here, and also relations to people in here as well. So here you can kind of see the network of how, of everything that's been published, and then the people who've actually contributed, or at least contribute to works which appear in the Smart Contract Research Forum. And yeah, this one is big, really big. So if we go down here, we see Joshua Tan. So this is the bridge between the MetaGov News Substack publication and the Smart Contract Research Forum. Excuse me. On YouTube. So you can see a good amount of works published, usually just news from MetaGov, but then you'll see the people who are also involved. Alright, and then moving on to the Pro-Social Design Network, really cool one. But not everything's necessarily here, but you can see it, all the works that have been published. Let's see. Yep, and there's a URL, so if you're interested in pro-social design, I'd recommend taking a look at them. They have a lot of good stuff, and it's some really nice videos. And as you can see that Julia Kamen has an unclassified contribution, so I wasn't sure if she actually, published, contributed as an author or a guest, but she's in there. I think there are also a couple other people who are also in there. Okay. And so, those are about 4 media sources that 5, sorry, that I've shown. So it's kind of an interesting way of, using the graph to find media, but also to see the connections between media sources and people's connections. So I'm just going to show one more. Oh. All right. So yeah, real quickly, we'll just look at the collaborator with relationship. Yeah, it's actually like pretty big. It's 2,202. And so here's like the big overview. You can see there's just like some like uh, most of the collaborators are actually like pretty small. Yeah, the subgraph is actually usually some really small ones, but then you'll eventually find some like bigger ones. And so here you can see that Eugene Leventhal from the Smart Contract Research Forum, and also from MetaGov as well. Has collaborated with a lot of people. So like if you're looking for someone who has a lot of connections, you'd probably be looking at Eugene. And then you also have Scott Morris, well, also a lot of connections. Kelsey Nabin, also a lot of connections. So like everyone here's has collaborated with each other probably multiple times. And yeah, as you can tell, this is pretty much its own little cluster. So generally, at least in the clusters, you can usually see people who've worked together many a time. Yeah, so if you're trying to find collaborators and you happen to be like in this network, like for example, if you were Connor's Blessing, you wanted to like get to Josh Tan, you could just like go through the network here. It's like, hey, you probably know someone in here who can get you to Joshua Tan. Just looking for the shortest path, something like that. So that's one of the interesting things about just looking at the paths. Looking at the collaboration networks. So we can also see a small one here. Yeah, I'm not sure who exactly this is, but okay, yeah, unfortunately not. But yeah, that's another small network, and usually those small networks arise, usually because people publish usually in some of the same media sources. So it's kind of like it's interesting of a network. And let's see, and then so here we have Chris Dixon. I'm pretty sure most of this stuff is probably published in like A16Z crypto. And he has a lot of collaboration relationships. So you see Chris Dixon, Balaji, Linda Shi, Dennis Nazarov. And also I apologize if I've butchered anyone's name. I really do not mean to. This person with the last name, which is somewhat hard to pronounce. I hope I didn't like completely destroy people's names. So Sonal Chakshi, Aliyaya. So you can see this big collaboration network here. I'm pretty sure most of these people are involved with A16Z. So you're involved with A16Z. You probably be somewhere in this network, and so you're trying to connect with someone in this network. You might find you might want to find someone like Chris Dixon and then kind of move along, or someone like Sonal, who's collaborated a lot of people, and also Tim Roughgarden. Interesting, he's also in here too. Let's see, Nathaniel Shang, as well. And so yeah, usually you're looking at certain media sources, organizations. Usually the collaboration network can be really thick, as usually kept within like just a couple media sources. That just shows us like who's actually working together. And then let's see. Yep, and there's Mark Andreessen. And from Mark Andreessen, you get to Robert Leshner. And then Hasi, Qureshi, Tom Schmidt, Jaron Chidra. So if you want to get in here, you're like, you can just talk to Robert. So if we go zoom out back again, then from there, we can see this nice little small network. So here we can see Tara Mark, who's a really cool researcher, worked with the Dallas, Alcoair, Arrow, also with Govern. It's a nice little small network here. I forgot this stuff. But anyway, moving on. So as you can tell, most of these collaboration networks are pretty tight knit. So there we go over this one. Yeah, not too sure about that. But yeah, there are lots of collaboration networks here. So if you're looking for like potential collaborators and you happen to know someone in this network, this might be a place to start. Or you just want to know everyone who works together on stuff. Yeah, this would be it too. Oh yeah, and then people here who've worked on the forefront. You can see the small little network here. Yeah. So usually it's like very small collaboration networks, but it's always interesting just to see how people are collaborating together to produce some interesting media. And let's see, is there anything else I want to show? Let's see, guest appearance in. Yeah, so here are people who had a guest appearance. And so as you can see here with Green Pill, lots of people have been guests. It's like Austin Griffith, Carl Servone, Vitalik. Yeah, I'll probably have to search for that. Let me copy. Alright. But yeah, as you can see here with Green Pill, lots of guests. Hey, Gordon Brander. Hey. And then I realized that he was in here. But you see, Daniel Spina comes up again. So once again, I had a guest appearance and smart contract features forum. Zach, I'm not exactly sure that's the same Zach, but that's also connection. And then here you can see Scott Moore. He's a bridge between DAO Talk and Smart Contract Research Forum. And I'm not sure that's the right Matthew, but there might be a Matthew that actually bridges DAO Talk to Green Pill. But here you can see all the guests, like Dan Chen's been a guest on DAO Talk, Raphael Solari, lots of people. Okay. Oh, actually, let's take a look at this one. This little bridge. So like Joshua Tan had a guest appearance in Smart Contract Research Forum. And once again, it's a bridge between a couple. And also what's at stake. So now you can see like how, everyone's connecting and working together. So like, Joshua Tan was it's still a Megav. But it's still Megav appears here. Was also what's at stake. So you can see pretty much how everyone's connecting together. All right, so let's take a look at this one. And then here, Metamuse, which is a really awesome podcast. So can everyone take a look? You can see some of the guests that have also been on Metamuse, which is really cool. So, for example, like, Jeffrey Lett. No, I didn't know he was in here. But yeah, so Jeffrey Lett's in here. Gordon Brenner's in here. Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, so then let's see here. Let me remove that. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. No, yes, I keep doing these weird things. Okay. So yeah, let's just search for Vitalik. Oof. Okay, that's big. So here we can see all of Vitalik's relationships in the graph. As you can tell, it's really big. Because we curate some of the stuff from his blog. So here you can see all the works. Media source, pictures, owners or controls relationship, and then also he's collaborated with Awoki, which should actually just be Kevin Awoki. And also, I'm pretty sure, has a guest appearance on the Green Pill. I think, helps and works in the Ethereum Foundation blog. Yeah, guest appearance. So, if you're looking for particular people, you can also find them this way. So, for example, let's say we're looking for like Linda Shi. I also found Linda Phelps, which is cool. So here you can see everything she's contributed to, works published in, several collaboration relationships. say if you're looking for like particular people, you might be able to find them. So let's try Gordon Brander. So I just thought that would be interesting. So as you can see, Gordon Brander publishes works and also owns or controls Subconscious, which is a Substack podcast, newsletter. I really recommend reading it. It's really cool. And of course, he has a guest appearance in the Green Pill podcast. And they have Michael Garfield, who has a collaboration relationship with. And here you can see, that's weird. Here you can see some of the works that he's published. Ooh. I don't know why he keeps them, but it's fun at times. Yeah, so if you're looking for certain people, you can also find them as well. So let's say I'm looking for... So now here we just look at Joshua Tan. As you can see, he's collaborated with Isaac Patka. I don't know why I said 20s, but Eugene, Ellie Rennie. So you know Eugene has a lot of relationships. So we just go look for Eugene. So yeah. So here you can see all of, well, at least most of Eugene's relationships. And it's like a really good amount, lots of collaboration relationships. And let's see what else. Yeah, I think this is like gonna show for now. But as you can see, you can find a lot of people. You can also find some works as well. So if you're looking for once again looking for just main sources or certain people or even works, you can find them in here too. Same with organizations. But so this is what I always want to show like an overview of actually exploring the graph and some of the interesting things you can find and finding bridges between main sources and also collaborations. So these are just some of the fun things you can do with the graph, and hopefully you can provide some feedback that I can use to improve the graph and hopefully make it more useful in finding digital media and the relationships behind it.